You know how people are always like, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? And the debate is always either invisibility or flying, which, by the way, invisibility, 1000%, because you could just walk onto a plane. But I'm gonna bring in a new superpower. What if you had the ability to stop eating once you've had enough? After today's video, you are going to have that superpower. Let's do it. Woo! Hello my honeys, if you're new to the channel, hey, I'm Emmie. I'm a nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you work with me as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach to lose weight on a plant-based diet. If you want to learn more about how you can do that, go to healthyemmie.org or just click the link in the down bar. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 steps that you must take in order to obtain this superpower of being able to stop eating once you've had enough. I'm going to start at number 1, and then by number 5 you will be able to do this. So please make sure that you watch the entire video, because if you only do the beginning steps, then you're not going to succeed. You got to make it to step number 5. So we are going to start down at step number 1. Step number 1 is to drop the everyone else mentality. What do I mean by the everyone else mentality? It's that everybody else can do this, but I can't. Everybody else can honor their hunger fullness cues, but I can't. My body is broken. What you say becomes your reality. So if you believe that you're different from everybody else, then this is not going to work for you. I say this with love, but I'm gonna give a little bit of tough love right here. You are not a magical unicorn. I speak with many people that feel like they're the one magical unicorn, and they'll even say to me, they'll say, Emmie, I know that you say that there are no magical unicorns, but I think I might be your first. And then that's never the case. My little kitten was making noise. Are we surprised? You are a human just like everybody else, and humans have the ability to listen to their hunger fullness cues. Because of the past dieting that you've been to and some low-grade trauma around food, you might think that you've lost the ability to listen to your hunger fullness cues, or that your body is broken, or that there's just something wrong with you that prevents you from being able to do this. But I assure you, from working with so many people on this, your human ability to listen to your body's hunger fullness cues is still in there. We just need to awaken it, and after we awaken it, build up the trust with yourself that you can trust that, okay, I can listen to my body's hunger fullness cues. My body actually isn't broken. And that's really where the work is done. But first and foremost, we have to drop the idea that you can't do this, or I guess I'll watch this video, I don't know, but I think I'm broken. I don't think she's gonna tell me anything that's actually gonna be able to make me do this. We have to drop that mentality, because whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. So if you believe that you can't stop eating once you've had enough, and that's going to be the rest of your life, then that's going to be the rest of your life. If you want to start a new chapter, we can't keep rereading the last one. So perhaps for the past 40, 50, 60, 70 years, you've been eating past the point of fullness. But that doesn't mean that this is a life sentence. And it doesn't mean that you are unable to make a change. It's never too late to make a change, and you're a human that has the ability to read your hunger fullness cues and stop once you've had enough, I assure you. Step number 2, there's a saying that where attention goes, energy flows. If you are struggling with reading your body's hunger fullness cues, I bet you that a lot of your energy and attention is toward food and your hunger fullness cues. The more you think about, am I eating too much? Am I not eating enough? Am I gonna have another bowl? Is that person gonna have another bowl? What am I gonna do? So many of your thoughts are around food that you're going to want to eat more food. What's different between the people that are able to read their body's hunger fullness cues and somebody who's struggling with doing so is that the people that honor their body's hunger fullness cues aren't thinking about their body's hunger fullness cues. The people, when you're at the dinner table and they have one bowl and then they are done, or they leave some food in the bowl and you're sitting there and you're like, how are they not eating that food that's in the bowl and I'm about to go get another one? Because what that person is doing is they're so engulfed in the conversation, or talking about the game that's going on, or politics, or how their day was. The food is not the main focus there. The other joys of life and the other things that make life life is what is at the forefront of their brain. For somebody that's watching this video, usually what's at the forefront of their brain is food and body image. And the more you think about that, the more you're going to eat. So this is where we have to shift our focus and shift our energy, because the more you fixate on food and overeating and trying not to overeat, the more that's actually going to happen. We need to start to think about other things. If you want to be one of those people that doesn't have to think so much about food and overeating and hunger fullness cues and what should I eat? Am I gonna lose weight? Is this gonna make me gain weight? Then you gotta start thinking about other stuff. We can't just stop thinking about it. It's like the don't think of a purple elephant thing. You're thinking of a purple elephant. The brain actually can't register the word don't. So if I say don't think of a purple elephant, you think of a purple elephant. The don't doesn't, we don't register that. So if you say don't overeat, don't overeat, don't overeat, and that's just what's going through your brain is actually hearing overeat, overeat, overeat. So what you need to do instead is start to think of other things besides the whole food thing. Think about the game that's going on. Talk about the music. Talk about politics if you have to, in order to not think about the food thing and not give energy and attention toward it. So you understand the concept, and this is where step 3, which is a very important step, comes in, and it has to do with awareness. Asking yourself the question, where is my attention right now? Is my attention on not overeating? Is my attention on food? Is my attention on weight gain, weight loss, dieting? You have to take this moment of pause and kind of from a third party point of view, look at yourself, increase your self-awareness, and understand, what is my brain thinking about right now? Something that Eckhart Tolle talks about in The Power of Now is that there's you and that there's your mind. So you need to be the observer of your mind. There's the way that I visualize it. I visualize it like I'm sitting in this throne, and I visualize my emotions, my thoughts, and then the physical world. So I want you to start to visualize yourself sitting in this chair, and you could even visualize sitting in a chair and looking at your brain and saying, what's that brain thinking about right now? Is that brain thinking about food? Is that brain thinking about hunger fullness? Is the brain thinking about overeating, binge or strict dieting? Start to notice where your attention is going. I know this sounds like step number 2. Step number 2 is just you understanding the concept. Step number 3 is the application of the process. What's the word I'm looking for? Concept. That was weird. You putting the concept into application. There's a difference between information and implementation. And if you are a consumer of my channel, I am willing to bet that you are an information junkie. I see you watching this video. And that's why I have a coaching program to take all the great information that you have and actually put it into practice so that you're not experiencing analysis paralysis, information overwhelm. We're actually taking information and getting something from it. If you watch my videos, then you deserve to get some results because you've been putting in the work to try to learn these things. Now let's put it into implementation. Step 3, where is my attention right now? Am I thinking about food? Am I thinking about overeating? Step number 4 is, where can I divert my attention to? This takes work because the neural pathways of your brain are so used to just thinking about food and diet and exercise and weight loss and weight gain that to create some new neural pathways around other things for your brain to become entertained with takes a little bit of work. This is one of the first things that we do with new clients inside of my program is have you discover, what the heck am I interested in outside of food and dieting and weight loss? Because if this has been a huge part of your life, it's probably become what you've done in your free time is consume this content. So who the heck am I outside of this? What am I interested in? What do I want to go and research? What do I want to talk about with other people? We have to first think of these things and then in that moment think, where can I put my attention to? Because I know what's going to happen. If I start to think about overeating and not overeating, I'm probably going to overeat. I need to think about something else. My brain has to go somewhere else because the logical thought process of whether or not we've eaten enough, it's really not supposed to be like that. Whether or not we've eaten enough and when we're hungry and once we've had enough is a biological process, not a logical process. So why is our brain trying to butt in here? This is all biological. We need our brain to go do its brain thing, and the brain's brain thing is not telling us whether or not we need food. That's the body's job. Let's have the mind do what the mind does best, which is think about concepts and learn and communicate outside of the food thing. So where can I divert my attention to? Can I talk about the game? Can I talk about music? Can I talk about how my day was? Can I tell a joke? Can I talk about a book that I've been reading? anything besides the food thing. And then the fifth thing is to ask yourself, what am I truly hungry for? Because you might do these things, but you still want to eat, you still want to eat, you still want to eat. And you know that your body doesn't need more nourishment, it doesn't need more fuel. You might even feel that your stomach is like, we've had enough, but for some reason you still want to eat, right? This is where you got to ask yourself, what am I truly hungry for? It's not physical nourishment. It's usually something emotional. Am I seeking comfort? Am I seeking connection? Am I feeling lonely? Am I feeling stressed? Am I looking for relief? Am I looking for some rebellion because I feel so constrained in my life? I'm in a job that I don't like. I'm in a relationship that I don't like. I just need some rebellion and some relief. I want to feel alive. What are you truly looking for by continuing to eat? You're getting something from it. You're getting something positive from it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. Is it pleasure that you need? Do you need to go be frisky with your partner? Do you need to go find a partner? What is it that you need? Whatever the problem is, the answer is not in the fridge. And the food, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing because you think it's gonna make you feel good. It makes you feel good temporarily. And usually the things that make you feel really good right now are not the things that are gonna make you feel good tomorrow morning. And more often than not, the things that feel difficult right now are the things that are gonna make you feel really good tomorrow morning. So sitting and calling a friend, in that moment you just wanna open up the fridge, but you take out your phone, you get on FaceTime with them, that's gonna feel really hard in that moment. But when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're gonna feel so proud of yourself that you chose connection with a friend over connection with food. Food does not have arms that are going to reach out and hug you. It cannot kiss you. It cannot tell you how great you are. It can't tell you how proud of you it is. It's food. It's inanimate. That's what humans do. Turn to people, not food. Ask yourself, what am I truly hungry for? Because it's not food. If you're still watching, comment hug, because maybe you need just a nice hug from somebody. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button. It really supports my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.